Hey guys, it's Benja here, and today I want to welcome you to the 13th episode of YouTube Pro Cycling. Last time we saw Blackwar annihilate the Tour de Romandie, and we're gonna try and follow that up with a great Giro d'Italia, because this is where it starts. I've been looking forward to it. I love the Giro. It's one of my favorite races of the year, probably my favorite Grand Tour even. I'm not a great fan of the Tour de France when it comes to commercialism, and therefore I'm more for the Giro, because I feel like that's more about the racing aspect. Could be very wrong on that, but as always, everybody's entitled to their opinions, not to their own facts. Anyway, philosophical garbage aside, let's get started. I'm hoping that we can really set a good result, because we started our season well with UAE Tour on my end, and we did pretty good there, 3 stage wins of the 7 stages. Unfortunately, after that, it pretty much went downhill, so let's try and pick up where we left off at UAE, and let's try and make this Giro the best one we could ever hope for. Before we get to the actual Giro, let us take a look at our sponsor objectives. We're doing mediocre. We've got some terrible ones in there, which is Tirreno and Roubaix, RVV and E3 as well. Haussler was not the god that I thought he was. In the end, we've got really good ones at the Hill Classics, and we already succeeded Tour de Romandie, so our next goal is simple. We need to top 5 the Giro d'Italia. Our leader for that, Rafa Majka. When it comes to the support of Rafa Majka, we do have some riders that can really help him in the mountains. First of all, Harold Tejada. I think he's also grown with 74 Mountain now. We're also bringing Diego Andres Camargo and an Italian to the Giro as well, Antonio Nibali. Next to them, we'll also bring 2 sprinters. We've got Ryan Gibbons and David Dekker. David Dekker was 72 sprint at the start of the season, if I recall correctly. Now he's 74, so the man is growing at an enormous speed, and I like it. Let's try and make sure he can have potentially a victory in the Giro. Would be a great start to his oh so young career. Outside of them, we're going to take the god himself that refused to attend the podium at Roubaix, Heinrich Haussler. And next to that, we will also be bringing our last rider, and that is a time trialist, Brandon Smith Rivera. He's not totally amazing at something. He's decent at time trialing. He's got 66 mountains, 63 hills, so he's not terrible at climbing. So let's hope he can actually succeed to help the team here and be part of a solid squad that might potentially bring Majka to the top 5 in the Giro here. As the Giro will be split up in 3 episodes, that means 7 stages per episode. Let's go over the parkour first and take a look at what stages are actually in this Giro. We're going to be taking on the 2019 variant of the Giro d'Italia, so we start off in Bologna for the prologue towards San Luca. Pretty steep climb in the end. We've got a 16% max climb, only 1.8 kilometers, but the time trial will be decided on that hill, not on the flag section beforehand. Throughout the playthrough, we'll be going over the 2019 Giro d'Italia. We start off in Bologna and have the San Luca finish on the first prologue. Very steep climb, 16% max, 1.8 kilometers in length. I do think the race is going to be decided on this hill and not on the flat section beforehand. The second stage, a hill stage again. It's classified as a flat one, but if we pull through on these hills, then I don't think the big sprinters will survive. Then again, they might surprise. Nonetheless, we've got sprinters that can survive a hill, so Gibbons might be able to perform after a rough stage like this. Thirdly, we have this stage, 218 kilometers, very long stage for the Giro again, so typical in Italian races, and it's most likely going to be a mass sprint, I think. I think this climb is too far from the finish line to really matter, and these small bumps in the last 10 kilometers most likely won't drop the sprinters. A day later, we've got a pretty interesting stage from Orbetello to Frascati. We've got an uphill finish, and it's not exactly the hardest finish, but it's going to be an interesting one because we go downhill about 5 kilometers before the line, and then we go uphill in the last 2 kilometers, and we need to be at the front because we need to take that last climb as first in the peloton. Otherwise, we most likely won't get to the front anymore. On the 5th stage, a flat stage, most likely going to be a mass sprint. The day after is when the real climbing starts for me personally. Cassino to San Giovanni Rotondo. We've got a decent start to the stage, but everything happens in the last 30 kilometers pretty much. We have a climb, the Coppa Casarinelle, and that is 17 kilometers, 3.9% average, 5.8 max, so not steep at all, but it's uphill, so it will hurt. And after that, a bit of a downhill section, then uphill again, and then downhill to the line. So we gotta make sure we are focused, and we gotta make sure we can potentially get a result there. And the last stage of this episode will be from Vasto to L'Aquila. We've got a pretty flat run-in, then we start the Le Svolte di Popoli, which is not the hardest of climbs, but it's a bit weird because it brings you to the next plateau or the next level of the stage. Then we go downhill again, and we finish with a bit of punching on the Torrione hill, and after that downhill and a relatively steep finish as well. So hilly sprinter or puncher, the race will decide. Okay, that's the overview of the first week. Not the hardest of climbs, but those will follow in the next 2 weeks, but we can already set up something and hopefully not lose any time with Micah, set him nicely at the front in that GC, and potentially fight for some stages with our sprinters and our hill specialists. First of all, the Prologue. I hope to get a top 25 with Micah here. I think it's relatively possible with this uphill finish. Flat section is not amazing. He's got 70 time trial if I recall correctly, yes indeed. So on paper, he should be able to survive the flat section, losing roughly half a minute to the favorites, and then go ham on the last climb, and hopefully that brings him back to that top 20-ish. If we achieve that, I'm happy with this first Prologue. Next to him, I don't think we can do much, to be fair. We've got a time trialist, but his uphill is not that amazing. 66 mountain and 63 hill, so he will be murdered on the last climbing section. So Micah most likely our only chance here. And we are off. The Giro has started. The Giro d'Italia finally is off. Vecchiorutti on the road so far. We start in 7 riders. I can't read what rider is going to start for us because my recording software is over that. So yeah, I guess we'll see. It'll be a surprise. Nonetheless, I don't think I'll record the first few riders on the road because I don't expect them to be able to do much. I'll most likely try and focus on Micah and the other favorites in the race. Our youngster is on the road, David Dekker. He's probably one of the youngest riders on the start podium here. And I just realized that we sent so many riders to their first Grand Tour here with Rivera, Dekker, Camargo. I am not sure about Teada. I think it might be his first Grand Tour as well, actually. Yeah, he just joined Astana. So my strategy for this time trial is pretty simple. I go at a slow pace on the flat section, then I try and up it a bit according to the rider on the uphill section. With David Dekker, 73 is going to be enough for this climb because it's utterly insane, so steep. With a Micah, we might have to go 77, 78 or even more. At the moment, the finish line is led by Simon Yates, Dunbar, Uran, Chavez, Zakarin and so forth, so some solid climbs already. I've got a feeling that both Yates are here, if I looked at it correctly. We've got a pretty lit start list, to be honest. Bernal starting as well, Miguel Angel Lopez, Pogacar, Dumoulin, Jacobsen for the sprints. We've got Ackermann for the sprints. Also Adam Yates, Simon Yates, so many riders that are actually good. Elio Viviani at Cofidis. We've got Micah. Then Edward turns at Trek Segafredo, but no real mountainous climber there, so Trek didn't bring one of their leaders, apparently. We've got Hirschi and Dainese potentially for the sprints. I'm not sure what his sprint is at. 76 already. Enric Mas for Movistar, Colbrelli at Bahrain. We also have Cavendish at the Giro. It's been a while, man. Then Nizzolo at NTT, Kreuziger as well. Azure Desert is here with the best man in the business, Lawrence Nassen. And then Groupama is here with nobody really. It's like their typical Giro team. Alpecin Phoenix brought Van der Poel, but the wrong one. Last but not least, we've got Androni with Kevin Rivera. Looks like they didn't bring Flores here. I didn't notice him on the start list, but Richard Carapaz is here as well, so looks like Ineos has brought a lot of good riders here. Sosa as well, Sivakov as well. Anyway, we've got Almeida at the starting podium. Rafa Maica, our leader. He shall be trying to get that top 5 at the end of this Giro. And this starts off with a 70 effort on the Prologue. I'm going to up that towards like 77, 78, depending on how much energy he has at the start of the climb. But he's looking good when it comes to the stats. +1 on time trial, +1 on the secondaries as well. resistance is going to matter, so I can potentially up it to 71 on this section, so let's do that. He's closing into the first intermediate and the last one as well, because it's literally only one intermediate. And he's going to be getting a 100th time on 26 seconds, all part of the plan. Let's now up it to 77 on the uphill section and see what that does. He should be flying past turns here in a second, and I think that's actually going to happen. It's only 1 kilometer to go, but I might have to up it to 79 because I don't see our energy going down too fast. I think this might be perfect, or it might be a bit too fast. I'll see in a second, but we're flying past turns. Gonna lower it to 78. This might be exactly how I want it. 78 still, 77, and we're gonna finish without energy, which is perfect. There we go, he's going to come. 4th at the moment. Perfect time by Micah, and we don't necessarily have too many big guns still to come. Adam Yates, of course, Dumoulin for sure, and Pogacar, Lopez, and Bernal. So I think we might top 10 this prologue. Here comes Adam Yates. He was third at the first intermediate, which is great because that's a relatively flat one, and he takes his first time, 5 seconds ahead of his brother. But the next rider on the road is the man that will demolish everybody, I think. Tom Dumoulin is going to try and take the first Maglia Rossa at the line here. Let's see if he can. He crosses the line, and it is indeed the first time on 0 seconds ahead of Adam Yates. So that was really close. Pogacar is coming up, 51st time at the first time check, but this time will be good. And it's a 16th, not amazing. We gain time on him. Lopez looks to be getting a 4th time at the moment. 10 seconds down on Dumoulin. Bernal passing Gilbert here, so he's going to be crossing the line soon as well. Here he comes. Few meters to go, and is he going to win the time trial? He is not. He's going to come third. There we go. Perfect time trial by Adam Yates, and by us in my honest opinion, because 26 seconds lost to Dumoulin on a prologue is a good day. Definitely for Rafa Micah, coming 8th on the stage. Wait a second, Adam Yates won? It was the other way around on the stage. So Adam Yates takes the Maglia Rossa. Holy crap! What a turn of tables! So the results switch between the stage and the podiums, which makes it really interesting. Apparently the race jury has decided that the times were wrong from Dumoulin and has adjusted it to the 2nd spot for him. Same time though, so it was close, that's for sure. Nonetheless, Rafa Micah on the 8th spot on 26 seconds. Solid place to be in GC at the moment after the first prologue. Head of Uran, Mas, Amador Chavez, Zakharin, and so forth. Close to that top 5 already, but I do think that Carapaz, Bernal, and Dunbar, that 2 of the 3 will fall out. I would expect Bernal to be the leader, but you never know with AI and Pro Cycling Manager that they might go for Carapaz. Dunbar will most likely fall out of the top 10, but he's already gained a bit of stats, so props to him. Nonetheless, we started off well. Let's take a look at the second stage. From Bologna to Fucecchio, that is the second stage of this Giro. It looks relatively hilly, but according to the game it's flat. Nonetheless, there should be plenty of action. I think if we can push through on the last 2 hills, we can make sure it's not a pure sprint. Might be a reduced bunch sprint. We've got 70 hill on Gibbons and 65 hill on Dekker. Outside of that, 69 hill on Heinrich Haussler. So I think if we push through, we might be able to keep Gibbons and Haussler in the peloton, but maybe drop one of the biggest sprinters like Ackermann, Gaviria, Bennett, and so forth. Nonetheless, Bennett does have 71 hills, so I'm not sure it's going to be easy, but we'll do our best. So, South African champion Gibbons is our guy for today. At least that's what it looks like at the start. We've got +1 on most of our riders. Rivera and Tejada have a 0 day. Nonetheless, I'd love to put one of those in the breakaway. Not sure about Rivera. Most likely going to try with Camargo if I can get him to the front enough, because at the moment we're not there and the break is already forming, so that's not ideal. Nonetheless, Rivera can start protecting Ryan Gibbons, who has a +1 day today. Looks like we've got an attack with multiple riders there. Camargo still trying to move through. Let's hope we can get through quickly and swiftly, get into the breakaway as well. Bora Hansgrohe doesn't look overly happy with the attackers at the moment, so I think we can bridge up right now and try and form the breakaway as well. Looks like Lars is trying to follow. but it mainly looks like he's pacing in the peloton, so maybe he's still unhappy with it. Yes, he is. He keeps on pacing, so let's wait until they're caught and then try again with both Camargo and Rivera, because I've decided to switch the protector of Gibbons to Tejada. Gap is closing. Too many motorbikes here. 3 motorbikes in between a gap of like 17 seconds. That's insane. Nonetheless, the gap is gone, so we can try and attack together with these 2 lads. There we go. Duo attack. We've got a follower. Is that Potocki? No, it's Rumak. Obviously, it's not Potocki. How could he be at the start here? Torres is following Haninen, Mora, and the peloton is unhappy again. That's not great. Looks like Rivera has a bit more trouble than Camargo, but I hope the peloton slows down, and they do so. It looks like this will be the breakaway of the day. We've got Marcel Meissen, Antoine Duchesne, Diego Andres Camargo, Josep Rumak, Albert Torres, I think, and then Brandon Smith Rivera. So 2 lads from our squad. They're obviously not going to pace 85 all day, so let's slow it down once they actually come together in the breakaway group here. Same thing with Rivera, who should not be effort castering when he's together with someone in the group. Nonetheless, Torres doesn't have much energy left, but I think this gap will close pretty soon. With a solid 70 kilometers to go, we are closing in on an intermediate sprint. I'm not planning to go for it, just pacing with Rivera for Camargo here. The others can honestly have it. We don't have anything worth it at that line, so it's pure energy spendage considering we want the KOM points afterwards, as we want the first KOM jersey with Diego Andres Camargo. We've got a 3-minute gap on the peloton, so on paper we should be able to get that first KOM without too much trouble. But Rivera will ride the soul out of his body to make sure that happens. Climb's about to start, so the strategy is changing towards 85 effort on Diego Andres Camargo and protection on Rivera. Let's use the energy gel on Rivera because I don't expect him to survive that climb. In the peloton, I'm not sure I will do anything on this climb yet. I'm not sure I will do anything in general, because if Bennett's here, then he's not gonna drop anyway, so I don't think that's worth it then. I'm gonna focus on the front group now. Gonna focus on keeping my guys in the peloton actually in the peloton, and if that works out, then we can aim for the sprint at the end of the stage. But at the moment, it looks like Camargo only has competition with Marcel Meissen here. Rivera can wait on the peloton and hopefully stick himself in there and survive till the top of the climb, but I doubt it. I think he'll drop from the peloton as well. We've got 2k to go with Camargo, and we've got it. Okay, 3 KOM points, that's it. Perfect. Peloton-wise, we are looking decent, but I don't like the positioning of Gibbons. Decker, certainly. Haussler as well. Micah looking fine at the moment, so let's keep going like this, and let's get Gibbons in a better position. The others, hopefully they survive in the peloton, hopefully they can move up. If so, we can set up a proper sprint train. Otherwise, we will have to improvise near the finish line, but looks like Camargo's doing right what he needs to do. Cross the climb here. Gonna dive into the downhill. And it's a solid downhill, so I can, I think, go... Yes, I can. Let's go 30. Let's go like this, because on paper, going 30 at maintained position should not make it that the others can follow us, because they obviously can't make back 2 minutes in a downhill. Nonetheless, the guys in the peloton are looking good. Gibbons is still there. The others are still there as well. Camargo slowly but surely making himself towards that next climb, and then I can up it again towards a solid climbing effort, and we can move up. Camargo looks like he might make it, so that's good. The others in our team are devastating when it comes to energy. Camargo takes the new KOM here, and that gives us enough points to be comfortably in that KOM point for the next stage. In the peloton, Gibbons is still there, but he lost a lot of energy, so let's try and recover that in the downhill. We still have Haussler here, so let's do a similar thing with him. Micah still with full energy. Decker is unfortunately lost, as he could not follow the pace uphill. Nonetheless, I will try and... Oh no, fuck. Why does this always happen to me? Bennett is down, but... Oh my god! Micah is down! How can Micah be down of all people? Oh no. Crisis! Code Red! Our leader is down. We need to turn the tables. No, come back. Oh my god, wait. Nibali, you need to wait. There we go. Haussler, Tejada can wait. There we go. Haussler can protect Gibbons. Camargo, you are still going. I don't know if you're going to survive for too much longer, but you're going to pull back to the peloton. Then I'm going to, just pace crazy downhill with Micah and hope that the others come to him very quickly. There we go. Harper is down and looks to be on the saddle again. Oh my god, 2 minutes down. Damn it. What a shitty start to the Giro, guys. It had to happen, didn't it? Oh, Tejada, come back, man. Let's go crazy here. There we go. Quick step waiting as well. Let's put Tejada in the wheel. Oh, no. The other way around. There we go. Let's go 85 with these guys. They should be to their normal tempo at the moment that Micah comes to them. There we go. 99 this. And Micah can sit up in that wheel. And we've got a 99 train going together with Quickstep, who's doing exactly the same. Gibbons at the back of the group now, because I was still going 30. Oh, damn it. Everything's going wrong. Then I will put Camargo on this. We should be able to get to the front with Gibbons again, not Camargo. If we can do that, then it's amazing. The tempo dies out, which means that I'll be able to come back with Micah without too much trouble. And the race has been saved. Whew. My heart, man, my heart. Why do they do this to me? Let's get to the front. Let's get Micah protected. And let's... Tejada, you're never going to do anything anymore on this stage. So, Gibbons, you can try and follow Haussler. Haussler in the wheel of Camargo. And we've got a 3-man tray on the stage. Okay, crisis averted. And now we can focus on the stage. I do want to get Micah to the front a bit more. And that happened. Nibali can try and help him out. And we still have 9k to go. And it looks like nobody's doing anything. I don't mind that. What's happening? There we go. Pause it. You need to pace. And Micah can give it a try. Because why not? Energy Gel. Looks like the others are awakened. And they have caught Micah. We've got pace by Asgreen now. Or an attack. I do think it's pacing. Let's go 90 now. I'll put Micah in the wheel of Gibbons to make sure we stick ourselves to the front. Energy Gel on Haussler and Gibbons. And I'm going to pause for a second to make sure that this guy's on 99 and this guy as well. There we go. And we are looking good. Still 90. Camargo can keep going. We've got a bit of a move on the left by a Quickstep rider. Let's go 99. Let's go 99. Haussler goes 99 as well. On the left here, we've got a bit of a corner coming. We're gonna go with Haussler getting blocked like mad. Gibbons go... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gibbons wins the stage! Gibbons wins the fucking stage! Micah gets bonus seconds, but like how? What happened? Here we go. This is where it happens. How does the AI react? We've got Steimler pushing, Steimler stops, we get blocked and nobody does anything. Ewan just keeps on pacing and the rest stops. It's a pure AI bug, but I'll take the victory. Gibbons takes the stage, Micah third, and Haussler fourth. What a start. One thing I really don't like about Pro Cycling Manager at the moment is that stupid issue where if you watch a replay, you can't watch the podiums. I wanted to see Ryan Gibbons on the podiums, and now we don't see that. When it comes to GC, we are 7th, so we passed Dunbar with the bonus seconds, closing in on the top 5. So first stage win is ours, and Micah's moving up already, so amazing start. On stage 3, it looks just flat. Mass sprint most likely. Throughout the stage, there's not much where action can happen. 1 KOM point, but it's only a 4th cat, so I'm not sure I will actually try for that. I feel like we need to focus on the points where it actually matters, and the 3rd and 2nd week are most important when it comes to KOM, so maybe this is the day where we save some energy with Camargo instead of getting just like the 3 points we can get there. The reason I've put Gibbons as last man in our sprint train is because I feel like he's in better form today. They're both amazing, of course, but Gibbons still has one more acceleration while their sprint is exactly the same, which means that I can try and go for Gibbons on this one. Nonetheless, KICKR has a bit more flat, and I hope that that will become very useful in the last 2 kilometers. The next one to really push here is going to be the legend himself, Tejada, as Rivera's dying out. There we go. Rivera's done for today, and he can put himself on 85. I'm going to up you to 99, up you to 99. Everybody gets a 99. And let's get our energy shells going with the rest. We've got a bit too much energy, I think, but Haussler can try and push through right now. Tejada is done. Let's make sure he can get to the front. There we go. We're going way too late, but I guess I'm sprinting with both of them. There we go. There we go, both of them. KICKR, Gibbons versus Bennett. KICKR, Gibbons versus Bennett. I think we launched too early, but the stage win is going to be for Elia Viviani. I should have I should have sprinted with one of them, not both. Decent result, but it was our own tactical mistakes that led to our downfall. The next stage is not looking like it is going to be a sprint stage. We've got an uphill finish, not too climby though, just a bit of a punching stage. Bit of an uphill in the last 20 kilometers, then a little bit of a plateau, downhill, and then we've got a finish that is in Frascati. 3.4% average, 2.6 kilometers of climbing towards the line. So on paper, I think it's going to be for a puncher. We've got Micah, not the biggest of punchers when it comes to the acceleration, but I do think we can be in the front of this race. I am also curious whether Gibbons can do well here. He's got 70 hills, so he can try, but I'm not sure he can survive that uphill section beforehand with enough energy to still sprint for it. It's gonna be a bit of a guess. I do want to focus mainly on Micah because obviously that's our main goal, keeping Micah at the front of that GC and keeping him safe on these kind of stages. Stage is about to begin. We've got Camargo at the front, and I do want to put him in the breakaway today, but not for too long, just to get that first K1 point right there, that 4th cat climb. That would be an ideal situation. Then we can pull him back to the peloton and prevent him from losing too much energy on these kind of days. Let's put ourselves towards the front with everybody, really. Not too high when it comes to the pace, but what a day for Micah, man. 82 mountain, 80 hill. We've got 71 acceleration, so we might be able to do well, but mainly 84 resistance, so that's also very important. Haussler looking amazing right now. I'll take a look at him because he might be able to do well at the end of the stage. KICKR, his hill is still not amazing enough, I think, but to be fair, it's not that steep. I could try and go for sprinters, but I'm not sure it will work. I think I'm going to improvise at the end of the stage and see whether that works or not. Rivera with a -4 on the day. He's going to be protecting Micah at the start of the stage. Tejada can do so with KICKR or Gibbons. I feel like we should protect all of them, to be fair. There we go. But we cannot protect Haussler yet. We gotta wait until Camargo gets his K1 point. Then we can protect Haussler as well. It looks like it's going to work. Let's put Camargo on 85 for these last 2 kilometers. Is anybody going to try and attack on us? Bataglin, Duchesne, any of those guys? Yes, they do. There goes Duchesne. We are ready to launch ourselves in about a good 200 meters. There we go. Let's try and get past Duchesne right now. That should be possible. Oof. He's taking the good side of the road. We're losing a lot of red, but I think we'll make it till the top perfectly. There we go. Let's pull ourselves back to the peloton and get Haussler protected with Camargo. We're pushing hard on this last hill, and that is because there is a man behind at the moment. We've got Adam Yates behind. Miguel Angel Lopez and such crashed, but those guys are not that far behind, I think. But since Di Maglia Rosa's behind, I'm pacing like crazy right now. I don't even care about the stage right now. I just want Gibbons and KICKR to die for Micah right now. We still got Haussler if these first two die. But it looks like the pace is going strong with a minute 20. Oh my god, an attack by Hirschi. And it's a very powerful attack, but it's still 11k to go. Hence why I'm not going too crazy yet. Because I want to try and attack at the top with Micah. To try and gain as much time as possible. And Haussler could potentially attack with him. So a bit of a duo attack. Let's get into this last section of the climb. Let's go 98 Gibbons now. Looks like the others are doing something similar now. So we're not the only people who are trying to benefit of Adam Yates' departure of the peloton. 7 kilometers. Let's go 99 a bit to the left because we're getting blocked by Hirschi. There we go. I think, oh, Micah getting blocked there. Here we go. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. I think if I attack now, we're looking good. The question is if Micah can follow. I think he's following the wheel of Haussler. So what if I put Haussler on maintain position 45? I pull you to the left. Also on 45. Is that an attack by... I think that's going to work out. But I'm going to try and make sure I'm following Dumoulin or something. With Haussler, I don't think this attack by Micah is going too strong. But this is downhill for a bit, so I'm going to give it everything I've got. Might go too early though, so we got to watch out that we don't spend all his energy. And he's about to get caught, I think. So I'm pushing back. I don't want his energy to go, so we're going to go for the stage with Heinrich Haussler, which might actually work out, to be fair. 4k to go. Energy gel on Haussler. Uphill section Frascati's coming up. And... oh my god, Gibbons is still on 37. Oops. Oops. No big deal. Let's keep going. Come on, Haussler. It's not that steep. You can make it till the top. Just want to go 85 at the moment. Not too much, not too slow. There we go. Oh my god, an early attack by Wellens here on the left. I don't want to go too early. Let's go 90 here. Let's go now in this corner. Same with Micah. Come on, Haussler. Make this your stage. Let's go. Haussler tries to sprint past Wellens. We got Haussler going for the stage. Haussler will win the stage. Come on, Haussler. There he goes. Haussler wins the Giro stage. Yes. We did it. We fucking did it. Heinrich Haussler wins the 4th stage of the Giro d'Italia. That is how you do it. Oh yeah. A lacking Roubaix, but the 4th stage in the Giro. And in what a way. We gained plenty of time on Adam Yates, who has lost the battle today, who's far behind. We've got Miguel Angel Lopez right here as well. Plenty of people losing time on the stage. So unexpected. I think we move up in GC to like the top 5 for sure. Heinrich Haussler wins the 4th stage, our 2nd stage win in the Giro, in just 4 days. What a start. We've got a new pink jersey and it's Tom Dumoulin ahead of Bernal and Rafa Maica. He's on the podium at the moment ahead of Uran and Amador. Adam Yates nowhere to be seen, Lopez neither. Diego Andres Camargo has continued his lead and expanded a bit in that KOM jersey, looking good right now, Maglia Azzurra. And then we have Heinrich Haussler. Oh my god, I didn't see this one coming. Haussler has the Ciclamino jersey. I mentioned it at the end of the 2nd stage. I wasn't overly proud on the way that we won that due to the AI really fucking up and that being the way that we got that. Nonetheless, this stage is different. We planned ahead. We focused on getting Haussler over the hill. Rafa Maica's attack didn't work. We tried to make it with him, but it didn't work, so we pulled him back to the group, and then it was Haussler's turn, and he did it. He certainly did it. In general, great team performance, and it leads to plenty of GC favorites losing a lot of time. We've got Bernal and Dumoulin at the same time, Uran as well, Pogacar too, but outside of them, I don't see anyone. We've got Higuita losing time, 77 Mountains, so still a top 10 favorite. Then we have Simon Yates losing time because he went back to get Adam Yates, which is kind of funny to be fair. Ilnur Zakarin losing time, Guillaume Martin. We've also got a Lopez on a minute 56. I thought they were in the same group, but apparently they weren't. Then Chavez, Kreuziger all losing time. Enric Mas on 2 minutes as well. This is insane. Perfect move by us. And we move up onto the podiums of the Giro after day 4. Anyway, great stages so far, but the 5th one seems to be a mass sprint in my honest opinion. Flat stage of only 140 kilometers, so one of the shortest of this whole Giro. In the end, we've got a fitness peak on David Dekker with a +3 RDC, so he's looking good. Next to that, we've got +2 on Micah, +1 on Nibali. Gibbons only +1, so potentially we might have to sprint with David Dekker on this one. I don't think I'll go in the breakaway on this one. There's only one 4cat climb, and it's too far in the stage to really put all Camargo's effort into this one. So I will be staying in the peloton with everybody, having a rest day, and I'll get most of the important riders protected. Holy crap, Rivera. He's got 79 Prologue today. That's insane. Anyway, let's get Micah protected with Rivera. We've got KICKR with a +3 and Gibbons with a +1. So, I don't know really, because Gibbons is still better when it comes to that sprint stat, but KICKR is better when it comes to the flat stat. So, again, it's the same thing. I'm unsure of who to go for, and it might cost me in the end if I decide to go for both again. So, I'm most likely going to try and go for Gibbons again due to his higher acceleration. Right? Yes. 75 versus 76. Let's get both of them protected though, so Camargo can do so on Gibbons, and Tejada can do so on KICKR. I'm not sure what Jumbo's trying, but it looks like it's working. We've got a group of 23 gone, and we are in it with most of our riders. But at that exact moment, it got cancelled, so I guess it's not continuing. There's no real win, so I'm not sure where all this chaos is coming from. Okay, 10k to go. Still the same chaos, and we're now using KICKR because he only had like 1 millimeter of yellow, so we are going to go for Haussler since that's our best option now. Antonio Nibali now pacing for us. There we go. Marcel Meissen with an attack, a late attack, catching Capecchi. Peloton looking good though, but I think the sprinters are hurt, and that might cost them in the sprint, which might give a rider like Haussler the ability to do well on this kind of stage. Final 5 kilometers, and we are pacing with Nibali still. I'm gonna go energy gel on everybody slowly but surely. Is it a bit uphill? It's tiny bit uphill then downhill, so I can go 95-ish right now with Nibali. Oh no, I can't because Haussler is my sprinter, not Micah. I need to wait. I'll go 99 right now, and Haussler can try and start the sprint whenever he can. Let's do that right now. There we go. Micah can do so as well. Haussler tries to go for the stage. Yates, Haussler, Lopez, Adam Yates. No, Simon Yates wins the sprint. Oh my god, what a weird stage. With 11 people in the front group. I really don't know what happened here. I thought it was a normal sprint stage, but it certainly wasn't. And again, a podium by Haussler. That Ciclamino is looking good on him. We got a second place with Haussler, so that's great. Nonetheless, we should have won that pretty much if it was against Simon Yates. I think his acceleration won the stage for him. What is unfortunate is that he is getting some bonus seconds, but he lost a few minutes last time, or a minute, so he's a bit far back. Uran does get bonus seconds and throws us straight from the podium. And Haussler expands his lead in Ciclamino, so let's try and keep going with this. I don't mind Haussler winning this. Eventually we also got 11th with Rafa Maica. The gap didn't really count between the group of 11 and the rest apparently, but that's not too big of a deal. 20th with Nibali. David KICKR finished 26th after just spending all his energy working for the rest. So well done by him again, but again a podium by Haussler, so he was definitely peaking for the GIRO and not Roubaix. On to the most exciting climbing part of this episode in my honest opinion. San Giovanni Rotondo. We've got that finish on this stage. 17 kilometers of climbing, so a pretty long climb, but definitely not a steep one. So we're just going to focus on preserving our energy and then maybe try something once we reach the top. If we can reach the top with somebody else like a Gibbons or a Haussler, then we can try and do something, but I sincerely doubt it on this one. I think this is going to be for the climbers. Here we go. I'm not going to put someone in the breakaway because, oh my god, no, he's injured. Oh no. Oh no. That's bad. Let's hope it doesn't influence the rest of his race too much. Let's hope it's only this stage. But I'm afraid he's going to have that for at least like a few days. That's not good. At all. Antonio Nibali with 76 mountain on the day. Rivera with a +2. David KICKR with an amazing form. Haussler again looking at a 73 hill. But our leader is injured. We're going to start the climb pretty soon. That is the Coppa Casarinelle. Yes, indeed. I am going to focus on getting Micah to the top in one piece. And after that, I'm going to focus on trying to make the top with Haussler as well. Because if he can with that hill, then he might be able to fight for it in a bit of a sprint. Breakaway still ahead with 10 people. It's a 16 kilometer climb, so I don't want to go too early. Let's go 75 for now on Gibbons and keep this tempo going. I'm mainly trying not to go too early and Micah's losing a lot of yellow, so that's why I'm not going ham yet. Otherwise I probably would have gone 99 on Gibbons, but I just want to make sure that Micah's surviving this climb. 1 minute and 20 seconds to the breakaway though. I don't want to catch them ASAP because I don't trust them after the stop, as it's a bit downhill, then a bit uphill, and then downhill till the line. I'll take over with KICKR pretty soon, and he can do so with Energy Gel. Camargo can take it as well. Then we've got Tejada, Nibali, Micah, and Haussler. So our train's looking good at the moment. Again, I don't like the way that Micah's losing energy. I might have to stop our pacing here, because this is not ideal. It hurts him too much. What can I do? What can I do? I can pull him out of the train, but I'm not sure that's a good idea either. I think I'm actually going to keep it like that. He's surviving a bit longer now. We've got 7 kilometers to go. Bit of a move by Martijn Tusveld. I don't think Camargo can survive too much longer if he goes as well, so now it's time for Tejada to go, I think. Maybe a bit for Camargo, but not too much. I like that this spot is evening out a bit. In general, everything here is good for Haussler so far. Let's try and take over Tejada. We've got 56 seconds to the front of the race, 4.5k to the top. I think Micah is surviving. I don't want to go too much yet. Nibali looking fine today, for sure. But Micah is not. That illness is not helping him, that's for sure. 3 kilometers still to the top. Let's go with Nibali now. I don't want to go too much either. Let's try and recover as much as possible in the downhill then, after we catch Battistella here. Looks like the others are moving up. Bit of an attack by Hirschi again. He's always doing this. Gotta up the tempo a bit, but that might kill Micah, which I do not like. There we go. 85 again. Let's not go too much, and we will survive till the top in one piece. And I think Micah can recover a bit in the downhill section after this. That is good. Here we go. Come on, Micah, recover, man. It's still like 10k to go, and this next section is still a bit of an uphill section of like 1 to 2 kilometers, so I don't like it. Not going to lie. But we've got some yellow back, which is really good. Let's try and go 90 on this section to make sure nobody can attack. Now Haussler can start pacing 85. Haussler is not the best climber, but Micah is our leader. Let's go towards 75 to make sure. I don't think I can follow that with Micah's energy. The climb is still a bit too much. Come on, Haussler. Don't go too much either. I think Hirschi might have the stage here. I cannot go more with Micah having this amount of energy. 20 seconds. Our main focus is getting Micah to the line. And at the moment it is working. Haussler is losing yellow though, so I'm going to sit up for a tiny bit. There we go, 4.5 kilometers. Yeah, Hirschi wins the stage. Honestly. What can I do? I can't do anything. Let's try and switch this around. Let's try and go ham with Micah now in this last 3 kilometer section. There we go. Keep going, energy gel on Haussler. But I can't sprint with him because we don't have the energy. Yeah. Gonna try to sprint. Gonna try and come out. There goes Haussler, but it's gonna be for Martinez or something. But the main thing is that Micah survived the stage. Because it did not look good at the end of that climb, for sure. Might have gone a bit too hard on the uphill section. But then again, I was not sure about the breakaway, so not the best of stage. It looked good because Haussler was in an amazing form. I think if he didn't have to look after Micah, that we could have won the stage, to be honest. Nonetheless, our most important part is GC, so I'd rather give up one stage in GC and still be in the top 4. Just hoping that our leader gets in a better form, because ill in the first week of the GIRO is never a good thing. When it comes to his illness, it does not look like his recovery is known yet, so let's hope it goes away quickly. Then we can continue racing at full power with him. Oh no. Rafa Maika still feels weakened about his illness. He is wondering whether it would not be wiser to consider abandoning in such conditions. Oh no. Oh my god. We can't abandon with Maika. He's gonna have to pull through, man. Yeah. As a real-life manager, I would say just get out of the race, but I need my top 5 sponsor objective, guys. I need my top 5 sponsor objective. I've got no mercy. Let's go, Maika. Continue the GIRO. Confirmation of the race calendar. Let's take a look, but I think I already did that, so let's just accept it. And then the transfers, so the preparations of dossiers. Honestly, I did not look at this yet. I know that Blackwar prepped something. He selected a few riders, and I kind of like them, and it looks like we're looking good. So I think I'll just confirm it and continue onwards. We've got Maika to extend, Conrad as well, Van Garderen, Gibbons, Zwift, Bosenhagen and the Wolf, and then new people, Amador, Woutpoels, Peo Bilbao, and Thomas de Gent. So some really good transfers if they work. The last stage of this episode is the one from Vasto to L'Aquila, so not the hardest stage. I think I can do well here, and that's mainly because Haussler is still in an amazing form, KICKR, Gibbons as well. Rafa Maika not so much, but I think he can survive this stage. I'm not going to pull you out. You've got an angina. I don't remember what that is. Let me search it on Google right now. There we go, Wikipedia. Angina, sore throat, cough, swollen glands, fever. Not the great stuff, but I think he can survive the first week of the GIRO with that. Complications? Oh my god, a potential consequence is death. What the hell? Yep, this is worth it. Stay on your bike. Let's go. We've got a punchy stage today. I think you can survive it. But the main focus is going to be trying to win it with one of our 3 guys. I think that Gibbons and Haussler are the 2 names that fit best. Potentially Haussler with his good form. Let's see in the race. We've started the ascension of Les Folte di Popoli, and it looks like my sprinters cannot handle this one too much. So let's try and make sure they can effort cast it towards the top to make sure they can stay in the front group. Maika not looking too great either, to be honest, but we're doing our best to stick ourselves at the front of the peloton. Break is 130 ahead. Honestly, I'm just trying to survive right now. And after this climb, I'm going to decide who I'm going to go for, and then I'll go all out for them. Climb has ended, and we've only survived with a few riders, to be fair. Only Gibbons is here, Haussler, Tejada, Camargo, and Maika. We have KICKR dying right here, so that's not good. And he's most likely not coming back. Nonetheless, I'm a bit sad that I used Nibali for him, because Nibali probably would have survived that climb pretty easily. These guys don't need to pace too much. I'll put them on auto. If they come back, they come back. Otherwise, they don't. Let's get someone else to protect people here. Camargo can protect, I think, Maika, and I'll put Tejada on. Might do Gibbons. Let's take a look. We've got 74 hill on Gibbons. It's Gibbons. Okay, there we go. Camargo is fine. There we go. Everybody's protected that needs protecting. And now we can just go forward a bit, and I'll see you with about 10k to go. Breakaway is still holding on with that 10 kilometers left, and I don't like that because the domestiques in the peloton are dying a bit, it seems. I've got a bit of a tempo with my guys at the moment. My train's the other way around though. I don't need Haussler in the wheel of Gibbons. Or do I? Will Gibbons survive this hill? I don't know. I really don't know. I'll switch it around because I don't trust Gibbons' yellow, and I'll see whether they survive. I can still switch it around in the downhill. And Camargo can use the energy shell. Tejada can do the same. 6.5 kilometers. This is where the uphill will start towards the right. And as you can see before us right there at the 1k mark, that's where it go. Oh god, this is bad. I should not be watching 1k marks as the climb starts, because as you can see, that does not come... Oh, no, 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 no. There goes all our plans. Just destroyed. We were planning to go ham on this one, but it's not working too much. Gonna try and follow that attack on the right. Steimler going. Let's see what this does, because nobody's really pacing hard. So, can I switch this train around? Looks like Hindley's going ham now. Hindley stops in the downhill, or is he not? Tejada's done though, so I think I'm just gonna go 85 with everybody now here. And this is so chaotic. I'm got no clue how I'm gonna do this. I think I'm gonna go 99 with Micah now. There we go. Gibbons looking good for the lead out. I'm still not sure if it was a good idea to go for Haussler instead of Gibbons, but I'm doing it. There goes Micah with the sprint. In the wheel now. Everybody can try and come out in a second. Haussler waits, Haussler waits, Haussler waits. Haussler goes. We've got Bennett versus Haussler, and Bennett bonks. So it's going to be Bennett who Haussler bonks. Bennett takes it. Wow. That was confusing in the end. Lopez takes the stage though. We survived with Micah. Maybe I should have gone with Micah. Doesn't have acceleration though, so yeah. Might have been a bad idea to go for Haussler on this one, but I was doing so because Gibbons did not have the yellow for this one, as you can see at his yellow right now. Stage win for Miguel Angel Lopez, and he does that with us on the 6th spot and 9th spot. When it comes to GC, we now lose a bit of seconds on Dumoulin, who gets, I think, 4 bonus seconds, and that brings us on 26 seconds on 4th place, so still looking very good at the moment. Heinrich Haussler expanding his lead a tiny bit over Adam Yates. Lopez jumps into 2nd. So I think this is going well, but I just don't see a way that Haussler stays on top with all these GC stages coming up. Bit of a chaotic ending, and it didn't work out 100% how I wanted it to work out, but I feel like we did well either way. 6th, 9th and 14th on the stage, all in the same time as Lopez, which means that Micah is still looking great on the 4th spot. Okay, those are the first 7 stages. On the next one, we're going to be taking on the next 7, of which a lot of them are going to start becoming very mountainous. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully Micah gets in better shape because he's not looking too good at the moment. He's ill, so let's hope this works out better. I do think we had a good start on this one. 2 stage wins, 4th in GC at the moment. I don't think we could have done much better outside of a few tactical mistakes at the end of a few stages, but I still think we did as best as we could, and I'm happy with it. Hope you enjoyed the episode as well. If you did, tap that like button. If you didn't, tell me what's wrong. I'll try and make it better for you next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon for the next one. Goodbye.